Sometimes, the journey you need the most is to a place that's been quietly healing the world all along. A place which you don't need as an escape, but as an experience. A place where peace and serenity greets you at every turn.
Welcome to Bhutan!
Your journey begins as you land at Bagdogra Airport, a little pocket of calm nestled in the foothills. As you move forward, you watch the town slowly pass by. The air changes, and so does the pace of life. Soon, you find yourself in Jaigaon, the last Indian town before Bhutan. Just across the border lies Phuentsholing, and something about all this feels different. Clean roads and fluttering prayer flags. It's your first taste of the land of happiness. You complete your entry permits and your Bhutan story officially begins. By evening, you reach your hotel in Phuentsholing. Check in and settle down, because tomorrow, your real adventure in Bhutan awaits. As the sun rises in Phuentsholing, you wake up to the promise of a new day that takes you deeper into the heart of Bhutan. You begin your day with a scenic journey to Thimphu. The road cuts through lush forests and gentle valleys, past hamlets and prayer flags dancing in the wind. With every turn, you feel yourself sinking into serenity. Along the way, you see Chuzon Bridge, a point where the Paro and Thimphu rivers merge in harmony. A gentle reminder that you've truly arrived in a land of grace. By evening, you enter Thimphu, where modern life quietly bows to tradition. Here, you won't find a single traffic light. Everything just flows in a calm rhythm. Soon after checking into your hotel, you step out to wander, exploring the quiet streets, going through local markets, picking up a handcrafted piece of Bhutan to remember the day by. This place isn't loud. It simply is graceful and welcoming. And tonight, you rest in its quiet embrace and prepare yourself for what tomorrow holds. A new morning rises over Thimphu. Today, you step a little closer to Bhutan's soul, through its stories, its landscapes, and its peace. In the quiet morning light, you find yourself at the great Buddha Dordima, a towering golden statue seated high above Thimphu. Majestic and serene, this 169-foot figure of Shakyamuni Buddha watches over the valley with a calm gaze, radiating peace and presence. From here, you see the capital in its peaceful entirety, framed by hills and clouds. And just as the view settles into your heart, in the very next moment you find yourself in the place where you feel it all come alive. Simply Bhutan, a living museum that doesn't just show you culture, it lets you feel it.
You walk through vibrant masks that come alive in stories, witness the beautiful dance and try the local wine. You even get to try your hand at archery, Bhutan's national sport. And for a moment, you're not a tourist, you're a part of it all. The road calls again. You leave Thimphu behind and ascend toward Dochula, a breathtaking mountain pass standing 10,000 feet above sea level. The air is cooler here. As you stand still, you let the mountains remind you how small moments can feel infinite. You visit the 108 Druk Wangyal Chortens, built in the memory of Bhutanese soldiers, a circle of white stupas standing proud and peaceful in honor and remembrance. From here, the journey continues to Phobjika Valley. By evening, you arrive in this wide valley, covered in green. Tonight, you sleep beneath Bhutan's starlit sky, feeling closer to something ancient and pure. Morning breaks gently in the Phobjika Valley. You wake up to crisp air and rolling mists. Today is a journey through sacred spaces, spiritual legends, and valleys that echo with silence. And you begin it all at the Gangte Monastery. Perched like a quiet guardian over the valley, this is not just a place of worship, but a living piece of Bhutan's soul. Here, monks in purple robes walk softly through centuries-old corridors. Even if you're not spiritual, this place will make you feel serene. From here, the road leads you to Punakha, Bhutan's ancient capital. The journey is scenic, and somewhere between the bends, you pause for lunch and prepare for a short but scenic hike. Next, you go through the charming village to Chimilakhang, the temple of fertility, dedicated to the divine madman Lama Tupakile. This temple is unlike any other. Here, couples from across the world come seeking blessings, and palaces, they are everywhere. A symbol of protection, fertility, and the bold spirit of Bhutan. You end your day with a walk across the Punakha Suspension Bridge. Suspended over the Pochu River, the views stretch wide, the valleys painted in the soft golden light of dusk. As night falls in Punakha, you realize today you didn't just travel through places, you moved through stories, old, sacred, and full of spirit. Another morning dawns in the beautiful valley of Punakha. You begin your day with a warm, quiet excitement of new discoveries. And at the heart of this enchanting valley stands a place that holds it all together. Punakha Dzong, a masterpiece of Bhutanese architecture and the very soul of this valley. Nestled between two rivers, the Dzong rises like a golden dream. Also known as the place of great happiness, this majestic structure once served as the seat of the king. Today, it continues to be the spiritual heart of Bhutan. As you walk through its courtyards, your guide brings every wall and every prayer hall to life with stories of kings, monks, and centuries of tradition. Now it's time to travel to Paro, the Valley of Legends. On the way, you can explore the Paro market where you can try on the traditional dress, kira for women and go for men. For a few moments, you become a part of the story, wrapped in the fabric of Bhutanese heritage. By evening, you reach Paro. Relax and enjoy the peace of Paro. As for tomorrow, you'll walk among clouds, temples and tales on one of the most iconic trails of Bhutan. Today is the day, the one you've been waiting for, to witness something truly magical that defines Bhutan in the most surreal way. Just 11 kilometers from Paro lies a trail, one that leads to the Taksang Monastery, famously known as the Tiger's Nest, a sacred jewel suspended high above the valley. You drive through whispering pine trees to the base of the hike where the journey begins. Step by step, you walk uphill through a trail surrounded with tall pines, their branches heavy with moss and prayer flags swaying in the mountain breeze. The air is cooler, quieter. The hike takes between 2 to 4 hours, but time slows down here, with every pause offering views that steal your words. And then you see it. Clinging to a cliff 900 meters above the Paro Valley, the Tiger's Nest. Here, you don't need to understand everything. You just feel it. The energy, the peace, the power. Eventually, you begin your descent, and by the time you return to Paro, something in you feels lighter, wiser maybe, or simply just more alive. Tonight, you rest in Paro, but a part of you is still up there, clinging to the cliffs with the Tiger's Nest. It's the final morning in the land of the Thunder Dragon, and it's time to begin your journey back, but not without one more look. As you drive out, the road curves gently past Paro Airport, one of the world's most beautiful and challenging airstrips. Even from a distance, it leaves you in awe. Planes rising and descending against a backdrop of mountains and clouds. The journey back is quiet, but not empty. Through forests, sleepy towns and winding rivers, you retrace the path that brought you here. Only now, your heart is fuller. As the sun begins to dip, you arrive in Siliguri, back on Indian soil. Tonight you sleep with moments, memories and a little piece of Bhutan in your soul. You wake up in Siliguri with the echoes of Bhutan still fresh in your heart. As you make your way to Bagdogra Airport, you carry the stillness of Phobjika, the spirit of the Tiger's Nest, the warmth of peace you felt here. This isn't a goodbye, it's a thank you. With WanderOn by your side, a place isn't just a destination, it becomes an experience. A feeling that lives in the people you meet and the friendships that make it unforgettable. Something which becomes a part of you, to which you keep returning to. For the moments, for the magic, for a journey that will stay with you always.